All right, guys, what is up? Apparently, Entertainah won't be coming on. The situation has changed, and he just won't be able to come on. So this stream will be canceled. I just want to tell you guys that face to face because oh, I'm missing.
All right, guys, what is up?
Oh wait, wow, you guys can hear me now.
Apparently, Entertainah
won't be coming on. Yeah. So I will just want to give you guys this fair warning. He won't be coming on because people in his Discord are talking shit about me. They're spreading lies. They're making shit up. You know, I mean, something did happen last week or 2 weeks ago. So Entertainah won't be joining. It's just me. And I don't know what to say right now because I'm kind of shocked that this happened last second. You know, they say that I support a racist just because I was on stream with him when he said it, and he said it out of the blue. And there was nothing I could do. Somebody says something racist and I'm there. There's nothing I could say at that point. So the stream will be canceled, I guess, unless Entertainah changes his mind. And come on. And, you know, I work very hard for this channel. And for that to just go away because one person said that, well, guess what? If Entertainah won't come on, I guess I can't. I can't go into his chats no more. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So the story is like this, guys, and I'll tell you the truth because this has been causing me a lot of pain and shit like that. So I went on Dirty Rob's stream. Dirty Rob said something racist, and now people are using that against me. And now people like Entertainah won't come on because Dirty Rob says something racist. And you know what's crazy about all of that is that he apologized, and somebody said racist shit about me first also. So you know what? I mean, what can you do? What, like, just he said something racist. I didn't do anything about it. Okay. I talked to him about it. I told him he shouldn't have said it. That stream is gone. We deleted it. So whatever. We'll see. Oh, I just wish the stream didn't start this way. I feel so weird now. I am relaxed, Paul. Mets fan, Paul. Big Blue Gaming. Anthony Simonelli. Long time no see. What's going on? Hey, Entertainah. How are you doing?
What's up, Amir? What's up, Amir? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Tough
Hold on
situation.
1 second. I gotta turn the volume off on your stream so I can see the chat. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm all right, man. Yeah, sorry for the mix up. I don't know the whole story. I don't know what happened. So I was kind of, I saw highlights of it. I didn't know exactly what was going on, but
it was somebody who said something and I was in the stream, but there was nothing I could really do, because I can't control what somebody else says at that time. I did talk to him about it and I told him he shouldn't have said it, but he said it. And I was just an innocent bystander, as you will say, because you know one thing about me, Entertainah. I'm not racist. I never said anything racist, and nobody could ever find anything that I ever said myself. I
don't think you're racist. I wouldn't talk to you if I thought you were racist.
Exactly. You wouldn't even want me to support you if you thought I was that.
Probably not. No. I've had to deal with that before on my show, as you know, with the call-in shows. But yeah, what's up, man? I'm glad to be on the channel. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Big Blue Gaming? What's going on, Daniel Barry? What's going on, Amir? What's going on, Gangrene David? Glad to see him in here as well. So how you doing, buddy? What are you doing tonight? How's your Sunday going?
It's going well. It flew by. I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already. I'm happy you came on. Thank you for coming on. This has been in the works for so long.
I know. We were supposed to do this from Stouts.
Yeah, Stouts. Yeah, remember Stouts? Yeah. I haven't been there in a while because of the whole COVID situation. Yeah.
But what do you want to talk about? You want to talk Giant? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to talk about Giants just in general. There's a few questions I want to ask before we start. Like, I want to talk about the draft because I never really got to talk to you about it. I mean, I know some of your thoughts on it, but I never really got to talk to you about it more like in depth,
Yeah, no, definitely. I just want to say happy birthday to Gangrene David. I forgot to respond to his text. I saw it this morning. I was tired, but happy birthday to Gangrene David. 21st. I'm going to be on his channel soon too. He's a great kid. As far as the Giants draft goes,
yeah.
They did exactly what I wanted all along. I was preaching I want them to go with an offensive tackle in the first round. They ended up taking 3 offensive linemen in the first 5 rounds. They did exactly what I expected them to do and exactly what I thought they needed to do. And then, Xavier McKinney, obviously, in the second and Darnay Holmes in the fourth. I thought they had as good of a draft as you could have hoped for, in my opinion.
Yes, they did. And the funny thing was, I don't know if you ever saw any of my draft videos or anything like that, or mock drafts that I did, but I had the Giants taking Andrew Thomas in every single one. I knew that was the guy that the Giants would take. I just felt like he was going to be the offensive tackle that we're going to go with. Yeah,
no, I was I was a big Andrew Thomas guy. I never thought they were going Thomas. I thought they were going to go Wills or Wirfs. That's that's everything you heard from and we should know better than anything, whether it's sports or whether it's anything else. You can't take everything that the media says to heart. And the media told us that they were going Wills or Wirfs for months, and they ended up going with Thomas, who everybody thought we were going to take all along.
Yeah, that's true. And so that's the thing, though. Like, at first it was Andrew Thomas, but then I think after like the combine, or it was like everything switched up. That's when they changed it. Happy birthday to Gangrene David, by the way. It's tomorrow, his birthday, but happy birthday, because I don't know if I'm live tomorrow or not. But happy birthday, Gangrene. I didn't know it was your birthday. My birthday is also next month. What is it?
Oh yeah? When's your birthday?
June 16th.
Okay, what are you going to be? 17, 18?
There you go. Entertainah 18. Yep. 31 Entertainah. No,
I don't believe it.
I know, right? When is your birthday?
November.
Okay. Yeah. No, but seriously, I was so happy with this draft. It was completely different than last year, though. They did kind of go more with what I expected. I was really happy with the McKinney pick because I did not think he was going to be in the second round.
Yeah, McKinney, everybody had pretty much going in the first round to the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody thought CeeDee Lamb would be there. And, I think what happened there with McKinney was he, most of the teams picking behind Dallas didn't really have a safety as a primary need.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why he dropped, because he was obviously the first safety off the board. It was similar to Landon Collins in what was that? Whatever it was. So when the Giants got him in the second round, it was kind of a position that probably a lot of teams didn't view as a primary need. And I think that's why he fell as late as he did.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, I was shocked at first, but I just feel like this draft was so deep that's why that happened. Are you drinking coffee right now, Entertainah?
I'm always drinking coffee. I used to always drink beer, but I'm trying to get away from that.
Yeah. Do you realize that your lifestyle probably has changed because of this whole COVID situation?
Well, of course.
Yeah.
This whole COVID situation is crazy. Well, now you're starting to see people go outside. I was walking today, saw everybody playing basketball. The riots, obviously, but we don't need to get into that.
How is the situation where you are, by the way, like in Long Island or in New York? I mean,
regarding what?
Like, is it are things opening up? How's it going? Because I know in the city it's taking a while.
Yeah, no, I mean it's starting to open up. I think they're in phase 1, but it's still not near normal yet.
All right, yeah.
What about you? I know they got same thing, right? My sister lives in Brooklyn, so
same thing. I'm in Queens. I'm actually I'm right next to Brooklyn as well. Same thing. Things have not opened up yet, and I'm just really, really wanted to, Yeah, so that's great. I had a question also, like, when the Cowboys took CeeDee Lamb, were you like just pissed off, or like what was your thought on that pick?
I wouldn't say I was pissed off. I thought they got a really talented player, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys' biggest need was not a wide receiver. It wasn't even close. Matter of fact, you could argue it probably wasn't even a need.
Yeah.
He was just too good of a player to pass up. So I don't know if I was pissed off. Because I thought that they have a weak secondary. Thought that they could have used some help there. So their team might have gotten better had they not taken CeeDee Lamb, but I feel like CeeDee Lamb was just too good of a player to pass up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, I don't know. They just like fell into their laps. I don't think they wanted to take him. He was there, and he just had to because he was the best guy available. They took the best player available, not the need. They didn't go for need. They went for best player.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I got to come on the Sports Critics channel.
Yes, great. This has been long overdue, Entertainah. I mean, it's not like you haven't been here before, but
yeah, I've popped on your streams before.
Yeah, many times, and I appreciate that every time.
I saw you got your Giants hat on.
Yeah, of course.
Aren't you a Jets fan?
No. Well, no, I found you through a Jets fan. Isn't that kind of crazy?
I know it is. I was on Jet Central stream, and that's how you found my channel.
Yeah.
That's why I always thought you were a Jets fan.
But as soon as I found, yeah, that's true. And as soon as I found out Jet Central had, you had a Giants, he had a Giants fan, and I switched onto your stream, and then I never even, because he doesn't go live, he does more like videos.
Yeah, he's a video guy. Mm-hmm. He's always been a video guy.
Yeah, so he was live, and also the thing was, I think I subscribed to him because he was saying that somebody got fired. He was doing all these updates about all the coaches that got fired. So he was.
JC, man.
Yeah, Jet Central.
Yeah.
And then I saw that you were doing those videos too, and you're a Giants fan. So then I was like, that's awesome. But no, I'm not a Jets fan. That's everybody. Everybody stop bringing that up. Not true. You know what's funny is that the fact is that people still come to me and tell me, hey, are you really a Jets fan? I'm like, no.
You got rid of the air conditioners. You used to have 7 of them.
Yeah, now I only have 1. No, but you know what's funny is that my brother actually is a Jets fan. That's
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister's a Jets fan.
Really?
Yeah, Chad's got a question. He says, Giant sack leaders, players, Zimenez, Carter, or Lawrence Amir. Who do you think is going to lead the team in sacks?
Man, that's a tough one. Oh, man. I don't know. I think is Carter going to get many sacks this year? I thought it would be Marcus Golden, to be honest with you.
Well, we don't know if Marcus Golden's going to be back yet. He's got to sign on he signed the tender, but he could still be picked up by somebody else.
Yes.
I'm actually going with Zimenez this year.
Yeah.
But it could be any of those guys. It could it could be Fackrell. It could be anybody. I mean, I think they're going to have a bunch of guys in that 6 to 8 sack range. And I think a couple of those guys that Chad mentioned will be some of those guys. I'll tell you another guy who I think could have a lot more sacks this year. Not saying he's going to lead the team, but Leonard Williams, I think, could have 4.
That's the guy I would have said too, Leonard Williams, for sure.
Yeah, I think he could have 5 or 6 sacks this year. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, it's just the fact that they play in a 3-4. So.
Well, but it's a multifaceted defense. They're going to play in both.
Yeah, okay. I know. That's going to be much better.
Yeah.
Do you like the defensive coordinator that the Giants got?
Patrick Graham's kind of hard to really put your finger on because he doesn't have much of a history yet. He's only been a defensive coordinator for 1 year. He coached with the Giants. But with the Dolphins last year as a DC, they didn't have any talent. So you can't really judge how the defense did last year because they had no expectations. So yeah. I think he's a smart guy. I like that he's got a connection to Judge. I like that he coached with the Patriots as well. And we'll see. I think a lot of the players on this team do fit his philosophy, but he's kind of a guy without any results yet. So he's kind of a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah. I was just reading the chat. I lost what you were saying because I was reading something. Well, what were you saying again, Entertainah? I was reading the chat. It was like something really interesting.
I was talking about Patrick Graham.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I mean, I think he could be pretty good. I hope he is. I don't really know much about him because he was in Miami right before.
He was in Miami for 1 year.
Yeah, he was in Miami. Yeah, so I don't really know much about him, to be honest. I gotta look into more of how he runs his defense. But I'll tell you, when they got Jason Garrett, I was pretty happy with that, actually.
I like the Jason Garrett hire, and I see Big Blue Gaming's got a question. I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions going on, so I'm trying.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the questions. Appreciate it. I'm a fan of Garrett. I like Garrett. I think he's gonna help Daniel Jones. Obviously, the one thing that is imperative is the strong offensive line with Jason Garrett's system. I'm gonna do a video soon. I'm hoping by tomorrow or the day after. I'm gonna do a film breakdown. I did a film breakdown of Patrick Graham's defense. I'm gonna do a film breakdown of the Jason Garrett-led offense.
Yeah.
But what it calls for is a lot of throws down the field, and to be able to accomplish that, you got to be able to block. So I think that's why the Giants really focused heavily on the offensive line. I also think they're going to run the ball a lot, just like the Cowboys have. No running back, I think, has more carries than Zeke since he's been in the league. So I expect the Giants to run the ball a lot and take shots down the field, but they need to, obviously they needed to improve that offensive line to do so.
Yeah. So you think that Saquon is going to get like 20-plus carries? Is that what you think he's going to get? Or
I mean, the thing is, what Joe Judge said, they're going to it's going to be based on opponent. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the defense, you're not going to be able to predict what the Giants are going to do week in and week out. It's the same thing on the offense. Like when they face the Eagles, for example, the Eagles have two really strong defensive tackles in the interior part of that defensive line. They're probably not going to have a run-first approach. They're probably going to try to pick on that secondary, which has some holes in it. Same thing for the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a weak secondary. So I think it's going to depend on the team they're playing. But, against certain teams, I think they're always going to want to try to run the ball. But I think, obviously certain matchups, they're going to run the ball a lot more than others.
Yeah, because my problem with Pat Shurmur was we were running the ball and we were running successfully, and then he would always steer away from that. I don't know why, but I hated that so much about him.
Yeah, no, 100%. But let's get a Big Blue Gaming's channel. He said, most likely to start, Love, Holmes, or McKinney. I'll let you answer that one, Amir. I'll let you get some of your Giants knowledge out there.
Love, Holmes, or McKinney. I think Holmes is the one that's going to probably start first. What do you think?
I mean, my answer to that is I think all of them. I mean, I think Holmes has a good shot to play at the slot. I think McKinney's definitely starting. Mm-hmm. He's going to get a role in this defense.
McKinney's starting, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, McKinney's going to start, whether it's at the state. They're going to move him around, but he's going to kind of be a jack of all trades player. And I think all of them are going to get playing time. We have to kind of think of this, to me, as like a positionless defense. They're going to have a lot of different sets where they have 6 DBs out on the field at once. They're going to mix and match. You're going to see Peppers at the linebacker spot. You're going to see McKinney at the linebacker spot. They're going to find a way to get all those guys in the lineup. So my answer is really all of them. I think all of them are at least going to play at least 50% of the snaps.
And I like Holmes and I like McKinney a lot. So I really can't wait to see what McKinney is going to do over there, especially with Jabril Peppers. That trade worked out perfectly for us, trading Odell. I really love the fact that we did that.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the Odell trade right now, the Giants basically got, for Odell Beckham, they got Dexter Lawrence, Jabril Peppers, O'Shane Ximenez, and they got about $10 or $11 million in cap space when you factor in the money that they spent on those draft picks because Beckham was due to make 15. So that's essentially Blake Martinez. So they essentially got 4 defensive starters for Odell Beckham.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And 3 of them are in cost-effective contracts.
Bigger Mike says, what do you think the Eagles' record's going to be? My prediction for the Eagles is about 8 or 9 wins. That's what I'm guessing.
I'm going to say 19-0, Bigger Mike.
19.
190-0 over the next 10 years. The Eagles don't lose games, Amir. You know this.
Yeah, I know. Bigger Mike. Really happy to hear that.
Did you hear the rumors that that they're gonna get Pat Mahomes, the Eagles?
Yeah, Bigger Mike. Bigger Mike probably thinks he's overrated though, because he thinks everything's overrated.
And Chad's got a question for you. I got a question. Shane Lemieux or Matt Parrott at the center position. Do you think Matt Parrott is a developmental project right now?
I think Matt Parrott is definitely a developmental project right now.
Well, Matt Parrott isn't going to play center. Matt Parrott's a tackle.
He's a guard, I thought.
No, he's a tackle.
Oh, okay.
No, Shane Lemieux's the guard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Parrott's a tackle. Lemieux's competing at the center position. It's between three players. It's between Lemieux, it's between Gates, and it's between Pulley.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man.
What do you think happens with Solder, though?
I mean, I think Solder's going to play on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
I do, because you brought in Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas is a left tackle. I think the plan is to play him at the left tackle for the next 15 years. So if I'm the Giants, what's the point in waiting a year? You know, I want Hernandez and Thomas to get used to playing with each other as soon as possible. So I think Thomas starts at the left side. I think Solder starts at the right.
Uh-huh.
And if Solder doesn't work out, you know, after 3 or 4 weeks, you put Cam Fleming in. So he's on a short leash.
Yeah, we would probably get rid of him after the season if he didn't work out, right, Solder?
Yeah, he's gone after. Even if he does work out, I think he's gone. He just makes too much money after this year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I always thought that we should get rid of him. He's just really been annoying me.
Yeah, 100%, man. But what else you want to? Well, let's get some questions from the chat. Sure. Alex says Andrew Thomas Hernandez. He likes Gates to get the starting center spot. It seems like, Amir. It seems like a lot of Giants fans are all aboard the Gates train. They want Gates to be that starting center. At least that's what I've gathered on my channel.
Yeah, same thing here.
What do you think of Gates? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I like what I see so far, but I mean, I think he could be pretty good.
Yeah, the thing with Gates, he's kind of a guy that can move around. You know, he was originally listed as a guard for the Giants. He played some tackle. Mm-hmm. Most people think he's best suited at the guard, and now he's trying to play some center. So, you know, I'm excited for Gates. I think he's a guy that a lot of fans are really rooting for to crack a spot on in the starting lineup.
Well, I'm hoping he can transition, because the thing is, offensive line is really important, especially when you have Daniel Jones back there in his second season. The problem last season was our offensive line was really bad, and people were able to just come through and bring the pressure, and no way are you going to survive that way. It destroys a quarterback's confidence when they are getting sacked repeatedly, like David Carr. So I don't want that to happen to Daniel Jones. So I think the offensive line, we are repairing it. It's still going to take time, but we've done a pretty good job with how we drafted, how we picked up people, and things like that. Yeah,
I just want to say hello to a couple of people in the chat popping in. Lucky Luciano, one of my best men. Thanks for being here. Goose in the chat. What's up, Goose? Thank you to everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Amir, of course, thank you for having me on.
Yes, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for thanking me.
Should we cut Golden Tate? I don't think we should cut him this season. I think next season, if that's what you mean. I don't know.
Ooh, should we cut Golden Tate? Yeah, not this year. I think he means next year. Next year, it's interesting. I think a lot of that's going to depend on the growth of Sterling Shepard.
Right.
Like if Shepard could prove he's healthy and he has a strong year this year, I think they probably cut Tate. He's got a $5 million hit. They'd save $6 million if they cut him, and they'd probably draft a wide receiver in next year's draft. So I definitely think he's a possibility to be cut. I think Solder will definitely be cut, and Tate's a possibility.
Yeah, I had Tate getting cut most likely next season, because if Sterling Shepard can stay healthy, and they also need Evan Ingram to stay healthy. Evan Ingram could be so useful in this offense if he's healthy. We saw that Daniel Jones was, young quarterbacks love to throw to the tight end, and he was really productive with Evan Ingram. So I think that could work out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Ingram to me, he's kind of the X factor on this offense, in the sense that can he stay healthy? But if he stays healthy in this offense, you look historically at the Air Coryell offense, the tight ends thrive in it. So
yeah.
I think Evan Ingram could be a big boost to this offense this year if he could stay healthy, which he hasn't proven to be able to do over the course of his career. But yeah, I mean, that's something that, going into the year, if the Giants stay healthy, maybe they can surprise people. But, history would show you that they're probably not going to.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's a big concern is Ingram's health, because he is talented. He has all the tools to be a really good tight end, but he just cannot stay healthy. And I really hope he could, because I really root for him. And I really root for a guy like that, because we saw last year when Daniel Jones threw that one pass to him, and he's really fast, and he got a touchdown. And he's just an amazing player, but he has that health concerns, and that bothers me. I just hope he can be healthy and productive for us.
Yeah. Gang Green says, wait, why is Golden Tate getting cut? Well, he's not going to get cut this year.
No.
The only reason he would get cut next year would be for salary implications. He makes $11 million a year. He'll be 33 next year, and they would cut him. The assumption would be the possibility that they would cut him is if Shepard proves he's healthy. You got Slayton. Say Slayton takes a big step forward, and you plan on drafting a wide receiver in next year's draft early on in the first or second round, or you want to spend some money in free agency on a strong free agent wide receiver class. So he's definitely a guy they could consider cutting. That's the thought process.
Alex asked if the Giants should trade Shepard next year if he doesn't stay healthy. I think we could entertain the idea, but it also depends what would we get back for him. You know.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, if he doesn't stay healthy this year, you're not going to get much from him now. If he gets hurt again, what are you going to get?
No one's going to want him.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I say too. What about the jump for Darius Slayton? Oh my God, I think Darius Slayton is super talented. He showed it last season as a rookie. I think he's going to get progressively better. What do you think, Entertainah, about that?
Who was it?
Darius Slayton.
Oh, I love Darius Slayton. What's up, Cowboys X Factor, man? Great supporter of everybody on YouTube. Always see him. As far as Darius Slayton goes, Darius Slayton is, I think, going to have a huge year for the Giants. He really fits this system very well. Out of all the wide receivers, he's the guy that I think him and Ingram are the two guys that fit the system really well. He's a vertical threat. I think he's going to have at least 1,000 yards. I think he'll have at least 8 touchdowns. I like Slayton a lot. I really do. I think he was a lot more advanced than people thought he would be in his rookie season. And he showed he had great chemistry with Jones last year. So I really like Slayton. I think Slayton will have a big year.
Yeah, I agree.
What's up, Jeff? What's up, Jeff in the zone? Shepard was a Reese pick. It was. Yeah. There's only 4 players on this team. Let's see if Amir could name them. There's only 4 players on this team that were drafted by Jerry Reese. Who are they? That's
tough. Well, I'm guessing. Well, obviously one of them is Shepard. Alex said it.
Okay. 1 for 1.
I'm probably not gonna get it to think about it because I'm trying to think. Wait. They're all. You're saying Jerry Reese picks, right?
Jerry Reese picks.
Who's all Gettleman's picks, and just trying to say nope, that's not that guy. That guy. So actually, just tell me Entertainah because I don't want to.
You got Dalvin Tomlinson.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's good. I like him.
Yeah, you got Sterling Shepard. You got Evan Ingram, and you got Wayne Gallman.
Oh yeah, Wayne Gallman.
So 4 out of 53.
Wow. So
Reese guys.
So everything is pretty much wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Only 4. And that wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. But
how do you feel Gettleman has done so far? That is something I want to
know what? Giants fans hate. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. A lot of Giants fans like Dave Gettleman, but a lot of Giants fans hate him.
Yeah.
And I stick up for Gettleman. I think Gettleman inherited. Now, he's definitely done some dumb things. Yeah. But I think Gettleman inherited as bad of a situation as you could have.
Yeah, true.
He inherited a team with no cap space, a 37-year-old quarterback, aging veterans.
Yeah.
And he was asked to flip the team over in 2 years. The first year, I personally think, and there's no way we'll ever know this, that Mara forced Eli on him. I really believe that. I think Mara wasn't going to hire anybody if they weren't willing to make Eli the quarterback. You look at Gettleman's history, what he did with the Carolina Panthers. They were a 7-9 football team before he got there. He was like 25 games over 500 while he was there.
Yeah.
And he brought him to a Super Bowl.
That's true. Yeah.
And the biggest complaint about Gettleman was that he didn't bring back Josh Norman. Well, what did Josh Norman do with the Redskins? They couldn't wait to get him out of there.
Yeah, he wasn't good.
I think Gettleman's done a good job in terms of drafting and evaluating talent. Some of his free agent moves have definitely been lackluster, but he didn't have much cap space. And some of his trades you could definitely argue he didn't like. But overall, I think he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think I overreacted on the Gettleman thing too last season when he took Daniel Jones because I thought we should have took Josh Allen. But then when I see how Daniel Jones has been playing, I just feel like he's done a lot better. And also, I really loved what he did this draft. Every pick was like I was like, yes, yes. I was so happy we got the guys because I really loved Andrew Thomas. If you saw me, I've always said I always thought he was the best tackle of this draft. Most pro-ready offense he was in college sports. And I loved McKinney's pick because he was a great safety. We got somebody to help Jabril Peppers on. And like, there's just a lot of picks that I really think he did well this year. And
yeah. And
the thing, my mind about him.
What'd you say?
And that changed my mind because I really was off the Gettleman train after last season. But like this season, I'm hoping that everything works out for him and that, he it takes time to build a team. You can't do it in 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah. What did you think of the free agent pickups for the Giants this year?
Yeah, I liked the cornerback that they got, Bradbury. I thought that was a good that was my favorite thing ever because we need secondary help, right? And we got a cornerback, and I think he could be pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I liked Bradbury. The thing that I liked the most was they didn't sign anybody to long-term contract.
Yeah, and I like that they got Blake Martinez. I know a lot of people don't like Blake Martinez, but I think he's good for like stopping the run and things.
Yeah,
of that nature.
I mean, Mike's got an important question for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He says, Amir, thoughts on the day 3 pick, Lou Sasshole? I think he's a sleeper for Rookie of the Year.
Who? What did you say? I didn't hear.
Oh, Bigger Mike, king of the trolls. Chad says, Amir, the Giants loaded up on linebackers last 2 rounds of the draft. So do you think T.J. Brunson could land a roster spot, maybe for a 2-down player because he's not known for being known for his coverage skills? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know how much they're going to really use him. I don't know if he's going to get that much playing time because I think we have a lot of linebackers. We drafted a lot. We picked up some. I don't know. What do you think, Entertainah?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of those linebackers that we picked up were guys that I think are going to contribute mainly on special teams. This year, I personally like Carter Coughlin the most for this year's team. I think Coughlin fits the scheme. A lot of people like Cam Brown as well, but I like Coughlin for this year's team. I think he will probably get a little bit of time in terms of situational pass rusher.
Yeah.
He's the guy I think I like the most in terms of the late round draft picks.
That's true.
Let's see. We got I like Martinez, but he's not good against the pass. Let's see what we got here. In what way should Patrick Graham use this system to scheme a pass rush? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts there?
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
On what way should Patrick Graham use this system to scheme a pass rush? What's going on, Nick Howard?
A pass rush. Oh, it's gonna be. We're gonna have. Man, it's hard because like we have a lot of. I feel like our linebackers aren't the greatest blitzers, although I do think that Blake Martinez is a lot better against the blitzing than people give him credit for. So I think we got to blitz, but we also got to make sure that we stay in coverage. What do you think, Entertainah?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at what New England's done historically, they generate, and even the Ravens in recent times, they generate a pass rush with their strong secondary. So I think that's what the Giants are trying to do. They're going to try to show different looks. They're going to try to blitz from all different angles. And they're going to try to – the key to this defense, really, the biggest key is going to be the cornerback play. The guys on the outside, they're going to have a lot of man coverage. They're going to be in isolation because they're going to be sending the blitz a lot. They blitzed 35% of the time last year with the Miami Dolphins defense, 41% of the time on third down. So they're going to be aggressive. And when you're an aggressive defense, your corners have to live up to the billing. So that, to me, is the biggest key, the cornerback play.
I really hope we keep Marcus Golden. Like, I hope he stays on the Giants roster. Because I really liked how he was blitzing last year and was able to get to quarterbacks and create pressure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Recent John. You know about Recent John, Amir?
No.
He's one of the undrafted free agent wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Canada. And the Giants, they brought in 4. I think it's 4. They brought in Benjamin Victor. They brought in Recent John. They brought in Derek Dillon. And they brought in, I think, another guy from Ohio State. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But Recent John, I think, is 6'7".
Yes.
Yeah, he's tall. Right, he's big.
Is he speedy at all, or is he just like a possession receiver?
I think he ran a 4.62. So he's not like slow, but he's not for a tall guy, he's pretty fast. But I personally don't think he makes the team this year, but I think he's a project. I think he'll be a guy on the practice team. But you never know. I mean, he's 6'7". You could definitely use him in the red zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's perfect. Sometimes I like those tall receivers that you could just do a fade route, you throw it up, and hopefully he gets it. So a 6'7" is really tall. I mean, how could a cornerback cover a 6'7" receiver? It's probably really hard, especially in the red zone.
Well, it's kind of like Burris back in the day. He was 6'6".
Yeah.
Brandon's got a question. He says, Tana, ask Amir my question. Which team on the Giants schedule will be tougher than people think?
I think the Chicago Bears.
Holy hell, we agree on something.
Yes.
Amir, I've been getting killed on my channel. I've been getting killed on my channel. I've been telling people the Chicago Bears are the sleeper this year. I've been telling people the Chicago Bears. I think they're going to sneak into the playoffs as a 7 seed. I've been getting killed.
Entertainah, me and you agree on this. And you can look back at my live streams. That's all I've been saying is the Bears are my sleeper team. And I just think that defense is really good. Nick Foles, if he plays well, that team can be a sleeper team. I had them in the playoffs also, actually.
Yeah, I'm telling the Bears are my sleeper team this year. They're my super sleeper. I think Foles could translate pretty well in that offense. I think they still have a good defense. We'll see. I didn't love their offseason, but I do believe in the Bears this year.
That's funny. Yeah, I believe in them too because I think their defense, especially if their defense can stay healthy. Last season they had a lot of injuries and stuff like that. And I think that Nick Foles should be better than Trubisky running this offense, especially the fact that he's already familiarized with this type of offense.
Well, yeah, you'd be better than Trubisky.
Could you see the Giants duplicate the Dallas offense with Garrett's tenure there, run first, play action, third down? Yeah, I think that's what's really going to happen. I really do think we're going to be running the ball more, relying on play action. We're going to try to limit mistakes that Daniel Jones makes. That's what I say. Yeah. What do you think?
No, 100%. I think they're gonna run the ball. I think they're gonna be a run first. But like I said, I think it'll be matchup dependent. But I think that'll be the general philosophy. And Michael Grant, no, my prediction is the Bears being a sleeper. And I don't want anybody to think I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I just see a lot of people that rank them at like 29, 30. I think people are disrespecting them a little bit. I think that they're going to be at least competing for the playoffs, hanging around at least the 500 mark. But that's based on the assumption that Nick Foles is the quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I think.
Let's see what we got here. Answer
what's up?
Answer what?
Answer that. What? What did he ask? I didn't even know. I didn't see what he said.
Amir, answer that. Another question for Amir. Who will be the leader in the following categories? Okay, these are a lot.
I think I got this. Is so many categories.
All right. We'll start receiving yards. I'll let you go first, and then I'll give mine.
I think Darius Slayton will lead in receiving yards.
I agree with you. If Ingram stays healthy, I think he could contend for that. But history would show you probably won't. So I'm going to go with Slayton as well. Tackles.
Blake Martinez because he's done it before.
Yeah, definitely Martinez. Interceptions.
Bradbury. I think he might be the one.
That's who I've said as well, just because I think he's going to be the guy that's out there the most. But it could be a safety. It could be a guy like Peppers or McKinney. Sacks.
Oh, sacks? Well, I thought we went over sacks, didn't we?
We did. I said the X-Man.
Yeah, you said McKinney, right?
No, I said Zimenez.
Oh, Zimenez. Okay, yeah. I really think it's going to be it could be him, but
what about catches?
I really think it'd be Marcus Golden if he stays. If he doesn't stay, I'll agree with you then. Catches? Wait, isn't catches receiving yards? I would go with the same thing. I would go with Slayton. I think he's going to have – I think that's going to be the guy who he throws to the most because I feel like he's already got a rapport with him.
I could see Golden Tate in terms of catches.
Oh yeah, he's good at possession. Yeah, you're right.
Because you'll catch, he'll be the third down guy, but
yeah,
it could be Slayton. But I think I'd go Golden Tate. I
will show the questions from now on, guys. I will.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that's what's so great about the StreamYard thing. You could just click on it and it'll show up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Chris Sonor's question. What's up there, Sonor?
What's his question?
He said we'll both do it.
Top 10 Giants? Oh my god.
Show the question. Amir's
That's
top 10.
right.
Amir's top 10 Giants of all time.
That is so tough.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, but does it have to be in order, or are we just saying Giants?
Now I don't know if he means Giants that I've seen play.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Giants that I've seen play.
Yeah, then I can't even.
So I'm not gonna count Lawrence Taylor. I'm not gonna count Phil Simms. I'm going to go players I've seen play, and I don't know if he means the top 10 in terms of talent and accomplishments, or if he means the 10 favorite.
Yeah, that's different. That's the thing. Yeah. So, if you could elaborate on what you mean a little more, that would be better, I think, because I'm kind of confused in terms of that. Because I would have said LT, but I never saw LT play. I never saw Lawrence Taylor play.
My top 10. I'll do top 10 favorite.
Okay.
In no specific order. Eli Manning.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do top 10 favorite. I'll do the same. Go ahead.
All right. Eli Manning. I'm gonna have to have Amani Toomer in there somewhere. Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan, Osi Umenyiora. That's 5. Victor Cruz. I'll put Hakeem Nicks in there. That's 7.
Yeah.
Even though I hate what he did at the end, I'm gonna put Plaxico Burress in there as 8. I gotta put Tiki Barber in there. Hate what he did at the end. Name my dog after Tiki. That's 9. And I'll put Saquon Barkley 10.
Yeah, a lot of those I agree with. Eli Manning, obviously. I know people think I hate Eli. I don't hate him. I just was tired of him at the end because I wanted, Giants to get a new quarterback because I knew his time was ending. It was nothing against Eli. Yeah, Eli, Tiki Barber for sure because he was such a beast running back, although he started that whole feud with Eli, which was stupid. Plaxico Burress, even though he shot himself in the foot. Amani Toomer has to be there because he just, he has all our records in terms of for receiving yards and all that kind of stuff. Trying to think which other players that Michael Strahan, just one of the best defensive ends. Osi Umenyiora, I liked him. I liked Justin Tuck a lot too.
Justin Tuck was one of my
favorites. Yeah. Who else am I? Oh, I got 7, I think. So I need 3 more. I'm trying to think. What other receivers did I like? I liked Tyree. I know it sounds weird for that one play, but I love him for that.
Who I left off that should have been on there? Antonio Pierce.
Oh, yeah, Antonio Pierce. Great middle linebacker. Thank you for that, Entertainah. But I probably would have forgot him. But, yeah, he was a great middle linebacker for us. And who else?
I could have also said some of the offensive linemen, Sean O'Hara, Chris Snee, David Deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, yeah. Yeah, Saquon. Of course, Saquon. I love Saquon.
There you go.
There we go. Those are
Sarah. What's up, Sarah? We were naming Giants that we got to see. I didn't get to see Lawrence Taylor in his prime.
No, yeah, none of us. I mean, I didn't get to see him either. I didn't get to see him, I think, at all.
I think I saw when I was 7, 1 year. But
no, not the kicker, Brandon.
Let's see what we got here. In which way can Jason Garrett's system use blocking tight ends like Toyolo to allow receivers to get open?
Yeah, I think that's actually a crucial thing for us. I think we should use 2 tight end sets and stuff like that when we are doing play action, because when you do play action, you got to give your quarterback time to find, to fake it to the running back and then find a receiver. So, yeah, what are you thinking about that?
About Toyolo?
Yeah. I don't really think we're going to use him, though.
We're going to use him.
Yeah.
Well, I think he'll be used a lot at the goal line. I think he'll be used on 3rd and short, 2nd and short. I think he's going to be used predominantly as a blocker.
That's running, though, I think, no? Or is he a good pass blocking tight end?
Well, yeah, I mean, he could be used in pass protection as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's there almost exclusively for blocking. Nate says, what are the benefits? He wants me to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What are the benefits of Jason Garrett's Air Coryell offense, and in which ways do you see Saquon and Daniel Jones fitting? You're getting some good questions here, Amir.
Yeah, man, some tough ones here, to be honest. It's very hard to see. I mean, I think that Saquon has always been he's always been a pass catching back too. People only think of him as a guy that gets a lot of carries and stuff like that, but he can catch the ball. I think that the way that they can use him in Air Coryell offense is just passing the ball to him and letting him do what he does best. Once he catches the ball and he has open space, he's dangerous. He can take it to the house. What do you think about this, Entertainah?
Well, I don't think. I mean, I got to do a little more. I got to do a little more research on the Air Coryell offense, but I don't. Historically, I mean, I know they threw the ball to Zeke more last year, but historically, most of the throws are going to go to the tight end on the outside. So I don't know how they're going to implement. I know they're going to throw it to him, but I don't know how they're going to implement Saquon in the passing game. But I think it's going to be run heavy. So I think Barkley's he's going to get a fair workload. I think it fits Daniel Jones very well in terms of his skill set, because you look at Jones last year, he was very accurate at throwing the ball down the field past 20 yards. And this is an offense that's going to call for more vertical passing plays. Dak Prescott last year led the league in 20 and 40-yard completion. So I expect Jones. I think it fits Jones' skill set pretty well. I don't know if it fits the wide receiver skill set very well outside of Slayton, but I think it does fit Jones' skill set. So I think Jones will do well. I think it might take 5 or 6 weeks to get acclimated to everything.
Yeah.
But I think he'll do well in this system.
I think so too.
Bavith, he says, ask Chris. Christopher has the balls to get on the Sports Critic channel after bailing on him at Stouts. I'm outraged.
He never bailed. We never made official plans. He never bailed on Stouts. Who do you see playing nickel slot, Darnay Holmes or Sam Beal? That's a good question.
Who asked that?
Papi Chulo Chad. Go ahead, Entertainah.
You want me to answer?
Yeah.
Well, Darnay Holmes.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Sam Beal, I don't really view as a slot guy. Maybe that's where he'll get an opportunity to play, but Holmes and Love. If it's not Holmes, I think it'll be Love in the slot. Yeah, I think Beal will be for depth on the outside.
Yeah, I think that's the reason they drafted Holmes, was for him to play slot corner. So
yeah, the one thing I'll say about Holmes though, don't sleep on him in the outside. You know, everybody seems to have him penciled in as an as a nickel corner. Played on the outside of college. Definitely has the speed. He ran a 4.48, which is faster than Baker. I think Baker won a 4.53. So don't rule him out if Baker's not on this team. And let's talk about that for a second. Let me get your thoughts on the whole DeAndre Baker situation.
Oh my God, this thing. Okay, so my thing is always, let's see if he's guilty or if he's not. So far, they haven't had the trial yet, right? To see if he's guilty or not. Because I think if he's innocent, we should keep him, obviously. I don't know if he's guilty because it seems like the witnesses keep changing their testimony and what they're saying. What do you think? What's going on with that whole situation?
I haven't heard anything in a week.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you can't prove it, regardless of whether he did it or not, and who knows if he did, I don't know. You're not going to jail. And from everything I've heard as of late, unless something news come out that we don't know, it seems as if they don't have much of a case.
They don't.
They said they had 5 witnesses, and then the witnesses bailed. There's no video evidence. So it sounds to me like DeAndre Baker's not going to spend a day in jail. Now, the question then remains, do the Giants keep him on the football team? And does the league penalize him, in terms of a suspension? So that's what remains. But, I want to get your thoughts on that. You think Baker will be the day one starter this year?
I think he will be if they say he's innocent or like there's no trial or anything. Because, if there's no proof out there, how are you going to penalize a guy going by something witnesses said and they're not sure and they're taking back? So, I think he should start day one. I don't think you penalize a guy who's innocent. I always believe you're innocent until proven guilty in this country. And he's not guilty. And the witnesses are not even sure. And they don't even know about Quinton Dunbar, who they said, I think, was with him. And now the story just sounds so far-fetched. Like, if they had proof and evidence and the witnesses came out and were 100% sure that it was him, then I'd have a different story. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I tend to agree with you. I think he's going to get off, and then the question remains is he going to clean up his act? Because even if he's completely innocent in this case, regardless, he was still at a party during a pandemic.
Yeah,
he still wasn't showing up to at least some of the virtual meetings, even though they were voluntary. But this is a guy last year who didn't know the playbook.
that's true. Oh my God,
who fell asleep at meetings. And now you've got a no-nonsense coach in Joe Judge, and this is the way you're starting out.
Not
so
good.
That's even if he's innocent, I think he will be back, but I think he's going to be on very thin ice.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally agree with you on that. And I'm hoping he does clean up his act because I think he is super talented. He's talented, you know. So, but he didn't know the playbook. He fell asleep, but he needs to mature and show up and play well for us.
Yeah. I mean, and I think he fits what they're trying to do very well in terms of being a physical corner. Nate says, question for Amir. Nate's coming up with good questions tonight. He says,
who is Nate? First of all,
Nate's a good subscriber of mine.
No, is he a Giants fan or what team does he?
Yeah, he's a Giants fan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the channel, Nate.
What's up, Nate the Great? He says, we don't have any good cover linebackers, and Patrick Graham's system runs a lot of man coverage. So how are we going to cover tight ends over the middle?
Well, if he runs a lot of coverage like that, then we're going to have our linebackers have to cover, or a slot guy maybe cover the tight end. We would have to – that would depend on the team too, because not every team has a great tight end that's a pass-catching tight end. So I think they would evaluate it based on the other team. What do you think?
My first answer to that is pray. I still think we're going to have an issue covering tight ends.
Yeah,
But I think it'll be better. I think it'll definitely be better than last year because you're going to have guys like McKinney and Peppers, I think, that'll be able to come up and play that role to at least some kind of extent. Darnay Holmes, I think, will do a better job than a guy like Corey Ballantyne last year in the slot. So I think they'll be better, but they still won't be. It'll still be probably the biggest weakness on this year's defense.
Yes, and I totally agree with that. That's what I was saying. I was thinking Darnay Holmes or a cornerback or a safety be able to cover him, along with maybe a linebacker if we can use somebody.
Okay. Saheed says, Kyler Fackrell, Lorenzo Carter, Blake Martinez. What do you think of all these guys being on the field at the same time?
Who said that?
Saheed.
Oh. There's just like so much stuff. I'm trying to get his comment. What do you think about all these guys at the same time? Wait, what does he mean?
I think he means, playing at the same time together.
I mean, the only person I really like in there is Blake Martinez, to be honest.
You don't like Lorenzo Carter?
Lorenzo Carter is all right, but, he still has a lot to work on, I think. Blake is the best one, I think, out of that group, for sure.
I think Martinez will play the most out of that group because he's really the only true middle linebacker we have. I think Carter's going to move around. I think they're going to play Carter somewhat at the line, some on the outside in terms of the outside linebacker. And I even think he'll play some middle linebacker in terms of coverage and things like that. Fackrell, I think he's going to be kind of used in a Jamie Collins-like role. Not that he's near Jamie Collins, but he's a guy in the past under Patrick Graham has proven he's decent in coverage. I think he's going to kind of be, he'll get you 5-6 sacks, I think, and he's going to drop back and play solid in coverage. But, I think there'll definitely be some packages with all three of those guys out on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a question there. Chucky Sharts in the chat. He says, "Sup, Amir? This is Chuck Sharts.
Hey, Chuck.
Do you prefer a 3-4 or a 4-3?
For the Giants, I prefer a 3-4 because we got all these linebackers in the draft. We signed some linebackers, so with the 3-4, it's more focused on the linebackers than it is the D linemen. I do like some of our D linemen, like Dexter Lawrence, but and Leonard Will. I think Leonard Williams. I really hope he can excel this season. I know last season he had a bad turnaround, but that could also be the defense that we were running last season. I think that he can. I'm hoping he can be better. What do you think, Entertainah, about that?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think it depends on the personnel that you have on your roster. As a Giants fan, the success I've seen has been with the 4-3, and I kind of like a defense that doesn't have to rely on blitzes to get after the quarterback. You know, I like to have only send 4 guys to just beat you at the point of attack, but I think it all depends on the personnel on your roster. The Giants, for the talent that they have, they're definitely better suited for a 3-4. They don't have any supreme pass rushers, so they kind of have to generate it with schemes and blitzes and different things like that. So I think the Giants are better fit for the 3-4, but if I was a coach, I would probably from the start draft guys to fit the 4-3. I think I prefer the 4-3, but for the Giants, like you said, I think they're better suited, at least right now, for the 3-4.
Yeah, because in the past 4-3 worked because we had Strahan and Yura. So we had 2 great defensive ends that could come at you. Now I feel like we don't have guys like that. We're focused more on the linebackers. You got to go with the players you have. That's
right. Let's see what we got here. Do you think the Giants will take a page from the Baltimore Ravens and New England Patriots by keeping 8 or more linebackers and relying on them to generate a consistent rush? Amir.
Okay. It seems like all these questions are coming to me first.
Well, it's your channel. It's your channel.
Yeah. But yeah, okay.
You want me to answer? You want me to answer? I'll answer.
Yeah, go ahead, because
Yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely going to use a platoon at the linebacker position to get after the quarterback. Same thing with the New England Patriots. That's what they've done, like he said. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
you know what's fun? You know what's funny about the New England Patriots last year? They had 47 sacks as a team, which ranked 7th in the league. Do you know who led their team in sacks? You know what the number was?
What, for the Patriots, you said?
Yeah.
Who led it?
Jamie Collins. He only had 7 sacks, but as a team, they had 47.
Yeah,
which was 7th in the league because they got sacks from all over the field.
Yes, they probably alternated the people around and things like that.
And you look at a team like the Bucks. The Bucks had Barrett, who had almost 20 sacks, and I think Pierre-Paul had a decent year last year, if I'm not mistaken, before he got hurt. And they had the same amount of sacks as the Patriots did, even though they had a guy like Barrett with 20.
Yeah.
So just interesting.
All right. I don't know why, but somebody asked about Juju. Do you think Juju can be a number 1 receiver?
Do I think Juju could be a number 1? I don't think he'll be a Giant, but yeah, I mean, he's proven in the past that he could be at least a borderline.
He's a good number 2, I think, not a number 1.
He's a great number 2.
Yeah, great number 2, but I don't think he's a number 1.
Sonor says, question for Chris.
What
do you think? What do you think some punishments or circumstances will be applied to DeAndre Baker when it comes to Joe Judge? I mean, I don't think it's going to be specific to Baker. I just think if players don't do what they're supposed to do, he's going to be quick with the whip. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and I love that about him. We need discipline. That's what we need. We were successful when we had Tom Coughlin, and he was a disciplinary coach as well. And I think that Judge will be the same. They
really are asking you a lot of questions.
Yeah, I can't even get to all of them. Where do you rank Wentz? Like, you see, they're not asking me Giants questions. It's just ridiculousness. I think Wentz. Where do you rank Wentz? That's a good question. Even though I don't care about Wentz because he's on the Eagles.
I would say Wentz is probably 32. It's probably about 32. Yeah. Let's see. Noah says, Amir, with the tender sign with Golden.
Yes.
And he possibly coming back. Do you see Marcus Golden fitting in the Patrick Graham scheme?
I think Golden fits anywhere, to be honest with you, because he is that guy that comes. What he did last year, he was the only guy, Entertainah. If you watch in our system that we had last year in that horrible defensive scheme last year, he was the only guy who I think he had like 10 sacks or 11 sacks, or he had a pretty good amount.
He had 10.
He had 10 sacks, which is a pretty good amount. And he was coming at the quarterback, and it did make a difference. Like, he was our lone, and that was a terrible defense we had last year. Can you imagine?
I got to disagree with you, Amir.
Okay.
I hate to do it. I hate to do it to you.
I mean, no, it's okay. We can't always agree. What's up?
Marcus Golden, to me, does not fit this system at all.
Okay, so explain.
Marcus Golden was system dependent. He fit the Betcher scheme very well. He did in Arizona. That's why they brought him in. But this is a system that calls for versatility. and players that could do a lot of different things. To me, Marcus Golden is strictly a pass rusher. He's not a guy that's good. It's not a guy that's good against the run. He's not a guy that could drop back in coverage. A guy like Fackrell who's decent in that aspect. So I actually think he's not a good fit. I think that's why the Giants didn't sign him. But for the price that they're getting him back for, I wouldn't mind him as a situational pass rusher.
Yeah, that's what that makes sense what you're saying. I can see what you're saying. But like my point is, yeah, he was really good for us last year. I mean, you're right. Maybe the system doesn't fit him. Maybe. I guess we will have to see when the season plays out. But do you think that he will be a Giant in the beginning of the season?
I think he will. I do. I think he's only making $4.2 million on the tender. And well, we're gonna know by July 22nd. That's when a team has an opportunity to sign him by. If they don't sign him by July 22nd, he's going to be a Giant. So we'll know in about a month and a half. So but I hope so. The more the merrier. For that price, bring him aboard. You were getting spammed.
Do you think Giants will use Barkley as a third down back or use Dion Lewis? Yeah, I think they're going to use Dion Lewis as a third down back. That's the whole reason why we brought him in. If we didn't bring him in for that, then I really don't know what we brought him in for. I think Saquon is going to get the first, second downs, but it's also going to depend on, is it 3rd and 1 or something like that? I think, and they're going to try to throw him the ball because that's what Dion Lewis is, a pass-catching back, third down back. That's his role. What do you think, Chris?
What was the question again? The third down back?
Do you think Giants will use Barkley as a third down back or Dion Lewis in some of these situations?
I mean, if you look at what they've done with Barkley, you know what? I think they're going to use the backup running backs more than in the past.
Yeah, that's right.
Joe Judge is coming over from New England. New England's notorious for using Barkley's still going to be the guy, but I think they will use the backup running back more than they have in the past. Because they were non-existent when Barkley's been healthy the last 2 years. I think they'll use them more.
Yes.
Wow, you're getting a lot of questions here. Thoughts?
Which one do you want to answer?
I'll let you know what, it's your channel. I'm gonna let you take that. I'm gonna let you pick the questions.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. I didn't mind it, but it's just I'm trying to see which one. It's just they're asking the same thing. I feel like a lot of these questions are getting repetitive because they keep asking me about Patrick. Didn't we talk about Patrick Graham's system and how they create pressure?
Is Sam Beal our best cornerback? What do you think about that one, Amir, from Jake?
Wait, who said that? No.
Jake. Do you think Sam Beal's our best cornerback?
No, I think DeAndre Baker is our best cornerback right now. If he studies the playbook and, is prepared and doesn't fall asleep in meetings. Talent-wise, I think he's the best.
Really?
I really do. What do you think?
I think James Bradbury's our best.
Oh, sorry. Bradbury, yeah. I keep thinking about Bradbury's our best. Yes, he's our best cornerback. I meant to say last year. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why.
Yeah. I think you got to go. I think you got to go Bradbury. One.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, remember, I said interceptions Bradbury would lead, so I definitely think he's our best. But I thought he meant last season.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Noah says, Amir, how do you see Matt Parrott fitting in at right tackle with the Air Coryell offense? Do you think he can develop into a great swing tackle?
There's a lot of this. Wait, who said that? Noah?
That was Chuck Sharks. How
do you see Matt Parrott fit? I mean, it is so hard to tell because he's a rookie. We just got him. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that, Entertainah?
I mean, I like Matt Parrott. I don't view him as a swing tackle. I think he's going to play right tackle. Now, some experts say that he's better suited to play the left tackle, but I think Thomas is clearly going to get that spot.
Yeah, this is the left tackle for sure.
I think Parrott will fit in just fine. I mean, Parrott's got the one thing that the Giants definitely look for. Both tackles that they drafted have the 2 longest arm lengths in the entire draft. So that's something that's important to create separation when you're blocking. I like Parrott a lot. I think he's going to be the right tackle of this team for the foreseeable future.
I love this questions. Top 4 players on Giants defense. For me, Bradbury right now, Jabril Peppers, I like. The thing is with the rookies, it's hard to tell. I don't know if I could put them there yet. I think Dexter Lawrence is pretty good. And Blake Martinez. Who's the top 4 players on the Giants defense?
You didn't have DeAndre Baker in your top 4, but you said he was the best corner?
Yeah. I don't think our cornerback – I said Bradbury's our best corner.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
My top 4 players on the Giants defense this year, I am going to go Bradbury. I am going to go Jabril Peppers.
Okay, so 4 agreement.
I am going to go Dexter Lawrence.
Said that too.
And I'm actually going to go Leonard Williams.
Oh, that's a surprise. I hope that's the case. I really want him to.
I'm going to go Leo Williams.
I hope so. Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Question for Amir. How do you feel about the report saying that Mohammed Berry, a billionaire that owns multiple businesses in the Orlando, is wanting to buy the Magic?
That is so random. That has nothing to do with any Giants talk or football talk. But yeah, who cares? I don't care if he buys the Magic.
Oh God! Well, you're a Magic fan.
Yeah, but I don't think he will buy the Magic. The Magic are already. I never even heard about this report. I need to look more into that if that's true. All right, well.
Chad is demanding that he
hears
hears
my take first. Okay, do you think our pass rush will largely be dependent on the scheme? Then it'll be the scheme and the linebacking thing goes together. So it's like, I think our young linebackers are going to matter. Our nickelback is going to matter. All of it's going to matter. So for me, I think it's going to have to be our linebackers with the scheme, of course. I don't think the big guys up front are going to be getting to the quarterback as much because, as you know, in 3-4, it's more of the linebackers coming down and blitzing and things of that nature. What would you say, Entertainah?
I think it's definitely scheme. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's scheme dependent. I think the interior defensive line is obviously going to be relied upon to stuff the run, get them into predictable situations, second and long, third and longs. And I don't think it's just going to be the outside linebackers exclusively in terms of getting after the quarterback. I think they're going to blitz. They're going to blitz McKinney. I think they're going to blitz Peppers. I think they'll blitz Darnay Holmes. I think they'll blitz Julian Love. They're going to try to get pressure from everybody in that back 7 or 8.
That's true. I see that for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Benjamin Victor or Austin Mack? Who do you like?
Benjamin Victor or Austin Mack? I like Benjamin Victor. You?
Why do you like Victor?
I don't know. That's a hard question.
I like Victor too. I'm just curious as to why you like him more. I
don't know. I just think he's better fit for the system that we're going to have.
I agree. He's taller. He's 6'4". I think we need a taller receiver. So I agree. I mean, a lot of Giants fans seem to be on the Austin Mack train.
Wow, surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually prefer Victor between those.
I always liked him just a little bit more. Receiving yard projections for that is look. Evan Ingram asked this question. Evan Ingram asked receiving yards projection for Slayton, Tate, Ingram, Victor. Wow.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Darius Slayton, I think, has just over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. I'll say 9 touchdowns. Tate, I think, will be right around 850. With about 5 touchdowns. Ingram, I say he gets hurt, unfortunately. I'll say he plays 11 or 12 games. He'll have 600 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Oh, man.
Victor, I have no idea. There's no way I could know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to make the team.
I like the fact. So, yeah, I agree with the 1,000. I would say 1,100 yards for Slayton with about 8 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns. Golden Tate about 4 touchdowns, and I'll say about 700 to 800 yards. Ingram, the funny thing was that you said he was going to get injured. I think he might get injured too. I really hope he doesn't, but I think he will. And that's why I don't think he'll probably have – I don't know how many games he'll play because that's always hard to predict with injury. But I think he will have about 600 or 700 receiving yards with 5, 6.
I'll tell you, man, you got some educated subscribers. You're getting some really good questions.
I feel like these are a lot of your guys and some of mine too as well.
Yeah, I don't know. You're getting really good questions, though.
Yes, and these questions never come when I'm by myself. How come, guys? Okay.
Well, because you don't talk exclusively Giants, right?
Well, you know what? Let's do that then because I like these questions. It's making me think a lot more than I normally would have to, I guess. Which question do you want to go to? Because I don't know. This seems like the same one with the lack of coverage ability, linebackers. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? You want to ask me a question? Yeah, we can do that too, because it seems like they love the Patrick Graham. I don't know, like I need to see more from him. Oh wow. Actually, huh? The asteroid. They're asking me asteroid questions. What the hell is going on
So
here?
always drinking too many soda poppies.
Oh my god. All right, so we talked about Bradbury getting the most interceptions, right? How many interceptions do you think he gets at the end of this season?
I'll go 5.
Yeah, I was saying like 4 or 5. That's what I was thinking. Because the thing is, in that system, I don't think he's gotten many when he was on Carolina. What was his career high there? Do you know? I can't think off the top of my head.
I think it was 5, actually. I think it's 4 or 5 is his career high.
I think he'll have that opportunity.
Heat Nation says you're only talking Giants. I'll talk whatever you guys want. This is Amir's channel.
How many wins do you have for the New York Giants? Let's go with that. I have them at 7 wins to be
6 or 7.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're about the same. All right.
yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah, and what about the Cowboys? I have the Cowboys winning the division. Do you also think that, or do you think the Eagles will be the team?
You know, I was kind of leaning Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it's a coin toss, though. I
Yeah.
really do. I think the one advantage that the Eagles really have, and I hate admitting this, they have the most familiarity of any team right now, and that's important this year because, obviously with the shortened offseason and everything else, all the teams are going to have to get acclimated to new playbooks, right? The Rivera's the new coach in Washington, obviously Judge with the Giants, and obviously McCarthy with the Cowboys. The Eagles really kept their staff intact. So the Eagles kind of have that advantage. I expect them to get off to a better start, maybe because of that, than the Cowboys. So it's going to be close, between the Eagles and the Cowboys. I think they're the 2 favorites, though.
Yeah. I agree. Oh, man. Yeah, we already said Bradbury's going to lead in interceptions. So if you want to go ahead and answer that again. I feel like we're getting a lot of the same questions here.
Question for both.
What's
Amir
up,
first.
Oh, yes. Amir first. Why are they so demanding me answer it first? I don't have the Cowboys winning the division. I do, Michael Grant. And the only reason is because I just think their talent. Now, I know talent doesn't always translate because we've seen it with the Browns last year. But I just think that, and I think McCarthy's better than Garrett as a head coach. Wouldn't you agree with that, Entertainah?
Yeah, I mean, he can't be worse. I mean, Garrett was a bad head coach. I do think Garrett's going to be a good offensive coordinator, but he was a bad head coach.
Yes.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Thoughts on cheeseburgers and the statement, why do y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger? What the hell? Question for Chris. This is you. You got to answer this now. I don't know.
Why do you put cheese on a cheeseburger?
Why do y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger?
Because you need cheese to put it. I mean, what kind of question is that?
This is ridiculous.
I mean, that's, yes. I don't even know what to say.
What happened to talking nonsense? You don't do that anymore. You don't talk nonsense anymore.
You want to talk nonsense? Let's talk nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, not here. I just mean with you and Bad Dog, you guys had this whole talking nonsense. I used to love those streams. Not saying that I don't love the other streams, but I'm just saying.
I'm insulted. I'm insulted, Amir.
Why?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
You don't insult me.
Yeah, I was going to say. A lot of people were outraged at the Blake Martinez thing. They said they overpaid him. Do you think he was overpaid?
Blake Martinez?
Yeah.
I mean, it was only a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
I think it was about market value. I don't think he was really overpaid. I know people look at the Littleton deal, and Littleton only got $2 million more a year. But, I mean, let's put it this way. Blake Martinez made less per year than Alec Ogletree did. And Alec Ogletree signed that contract 3 years ago. So, no, I don't think he was overpaid. I think that was about market value.
Yeah. I agree. I actually liked the Blake Martinez thing. The only thing was that a lot of people said he can't cover, but whatever. I did like the signing. What do you think about the fact that the Giants never? Would you have wanted the Giants to go for Clowney or no? I didn't want it because I think they would have to overpay for him.
Well, at this point, you're not overpaying.
Yeah, I mean, but at the time,
Yeah.
when he came out with 20 million a year or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they didn't. You know, I thought it was a possibility, but I'm glad that they didn't. I want them to continue to build through the draft. I don't want them eating up that cap space. I want them to use that cap space to retain the players they draft. In the end, if you want long-term success, that's the way to do it. There's no short-term fixes, and we should know that better than anybody as Giants fans.
Right.
So I'm glad that they didn't go out there and spend big money on all these players.
Yeah, I was so happy that they didn't sign Clowney. I mean, I think Clowney's a great player, but for 20 million, like, I mean, now I know he lowered his price, but even still, it's still pretty high. I think he said 17 million a year. Which team do you think gets him in the end, though?
Which team do I think gets who?
Clowney.
Clowney? You know, I haven't heard anything on the Clowney front recently. I haven't been keeping up with it because I don't think he's going to be a Giant. I've heard the Eagles. I've heard the Seahawks, the Browns,
Titans.
I honestly have no idea. I have not read anything as of late, so I don't know the most recent news on him. He's not going to be a Giant. That's really all I care about.
That's true. He's not going to be a Giant.
Question for Chris by Chris Sonor. How long do you think the coaching staff stays together? You know, that's impossible to predict on a year-to-year basis, Amir.
Yeah.
Because if the Giants' defense exceeds expectations this year, Patrick Graham will be a sought-after head coach. He's young. You know, he'll get credit. So I think a lot of it's going to depend on how the team does. But, I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to keep the entire coaching staff intact after this year. I think some of them will get other job opportunities. But, you know, a guy like Jason Garrett, for example, I think he will stay on another year at least. I think he needs to reprove himself. So I'll say the majority of it will stay on for at least 2 years.
Yeah, I think a lot of them stay because it's a lot of fresh people. A lot of new people are coming in to this. So I think, like, they've never coached for the Giants. So I think they should stay for about 2 years. Yeah, some of them will stay longer and some will leave earlier. It all depends. When head coaching positions open up, we'll see. What made you laugh, Entertainah?
Jake goes, question for both. Chris first.
Oh, yeah,
do you think McCarthy is going to run the Cowboys into the ground and ruin Zeke? Well, I mean, the knock on McCarthy when he was with the Packers is he didn't run enough. And now you got an offensive coordinator last year. I think a lot of Cowboys fans feel like they didn't run enough. So actually, if I was a Cowboys fan, I would worry the opposite. They bring in CeeDee Lamb. Are they going to get too pass happy? That's what I'd worry about if I was a Cowboys fan. But, I mean, at this point, Zeke's kind of been run into the ground. I don't know how much more Zeke's got left in the tank.
I totally agree. And I will further say this. I think they're going to be a passing team. Just because I think that they drafted CeeDee Lamb. They have Amari Cooper. They have Gallup. And I think Zeke is still a good running back, but he's already been run a lot. He's had a lot of carries already. And, yeah, that's just what I think. I think that you know, they're gonna be pass happy more than running the ball. That's just what I think. Mike McCarthy's always been that way.
Yeah. Jake's coming with some hot questions here.
What's the question?
Amir, with Martinez openly being discouraged with his role previously with the Packers as a cleanup guy, how do you see him being used differently with the New York Giants?
Well, I don't know how much more differently he's going to be used. I just think that he's just going to be a guy who stops the run, comes after the quarterback, tries to, get sacks, blitzes, and all that kind of stuff. And he can't really cover that well. I think he'll try to do it, but
of course he's going to try to do it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be that successul.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be like, oh my, I'm not even going to bother. He's not. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed on this play. No, but I actually think Martinez. He's definitely going to be used differently than he was last year.
Yeah.
If you look at Martinez in 2018, I remember I did a video on this. I think he blitzed almost 70 times, and last year he only blitzed about 23.
Yeah,
so
he was a blitzer,
he was kind of on his heels last year, like Jake said. I think they're going to use him in a more aggressive fashion this year. I think they will ask him to blitz more with this defense. I think you're going to see a lot of blitzes up the middle with Martinez.
This is great, Alex. I like this question. Hold on. What sports critic and entertainer? Eagles won't do shit next year. What do you guys think? I do think they will do shit, even though I don't really like them.
You think they'll do shit? What is that? I don't even know what that means.
Meaning they won't be as bad. They'll probably get 8 or 9 wins. That's what I have them as. What do you think it's in about? Do you think they will do shit or they won't do shit? Alex asking the question. Oh, that's funny.
Wow,
Like,
you get a lot of questions.
yeah, so many. Well, are you going to answer that, though? Do you think the Eagles will be good next year, I guess is what he's asking.
19-0.
19-0. You heard it here first. He's going to...
19-0.
Come on, Entertainah.
What's up, OTB mods?
Why is it that you cannot take the Eagles fans seriously?
19-0. Eagles are going to go 19-0. But yeah, man, what else did you want to talk about, my man?
Man, these people, their questions are just so, I don't know. Some of them are so good and some of them are so ridiculous, I feel. How do I get rid of this then? Where is that? Anyway, I'm going to do this. Okay. So what else did I want to talk about? Yes. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of a good question, Entertainah. Yeah. Do you think in the first week, this is the one that I struggle with the most, and I have the Giants losing to this team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you think that we can get a win there, or do you think we're going to take a loss? Do you think it'll be a big loss, or do you think we'll win?
Yeah, well, that game was actually home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought when you said there, I thought you meant in Pittsburgh.
No, I mean that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a game that's close to 50-50.
Mhm.
I favor the Steelers slightly, but because we're at home, I definitely think it's a game we could win. And if the Giants are going to have any opportunity to make the playoffs this year, I think it's a game they have to win. I think that's like one of those games you have to get off to a 1-0 start. It's one of the more winnable games on your schedule this year when you factor that it's at home. As crazy as that may sound, the Steelers aren't easy. I think to be completely honest with you, for the Giants to have a shot at the playoffs this year, I think we have to start 2-0. Because I do think our first 2 games, I think we could win. I'm not saying I'd favor us in either one, but I think the Steelers and at the Bears, I think they got to find a way to win those games because our schedule is just brutal. I think they have to get off to a 2-0 start.
It's really tough. Yes, I totally agree. The Steelers, I had us losing, but it was a small margin. I had us beating the Bears by a small margin because I do not think we can go 0-2 and get to the playoffs. And I really hope we could, but I don't think this is a team that's going to the playoffs. I think we're still rebuilding. I think we're probably a year or 2 away from getting there to the playoffs. I have us as 7 wins. The hardest one, though, was the what do you think about the Giants versus the Cardinals? Because I know last year we had a close game with them, and I think our team did improve. And I know they improved as well. So
Giants, Cardinals, I actually think,
that's a game that could go either way.
The one team I keep hearing, Chris, you being held hostage.
Why would you ask him that? No.
The one thing I keep hearing about the Cardinals this year is everybody's in love with them. Everybody thinks, they're going to the playoff, blah, 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 blah. I think that's a game we could win. And, I know we played the Cardinals last year. They had to come here. They still beat us in the rain. They ran all over us. I think that's a game the Giants could win. I really do. I don't think the Cardinals are as good as people are projecting them to be. Their offensive line is still a joke. The defense well improved with Isaiah Simmons. I'm still not a huge fan of their defense. Obviously, they had DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not going to deny that, but I don't think that's like some game we can't win because we're at home.
Yeah.
And that's another game we're going to have to find a way to win.
I had the Cardinals winning that game because I do think DeAndre Hopkins, Isaiah Simmons, all these players are going to matter. But it was a game for me that was so hard to decide that because, like you said, it could go either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Chris Senor. You guys asked that question 10 times already.
Yeah. Avery, I don't think we've answered many of Avery's questions. Amir, with the addition of immense wide receiver talent for the Cowboys, how do you see Graham
Mm-hmm.
How do you see Graham using his scheme to lock up receivers to create a pass rush? Who is the secondary is lining up with the wide receivers like Lamb? My God, these are like questions that that they would ask, like, the Sean O'Hara. These are great questions.
That's a great question. Well, whatever cornerbacks we're gonna have, plus we're gonna have our safeties. So we're gonna have to have Bradbury, DeAndre Baker, if he's not like suspended or anything. Holmes obviously is gonna get involved. We're gonna need McKinney to cover. I mean, he's probably not gonna cover as much. Probably need more a guy who blitzes. Jabril Peppers. We're gonna need everybody to step up pretty much. All our cornerbacks and safeties and everybody to cover that talent is going to be immense. But now here's the question. Can Dak Prescott, deliver the ball where it needs to be? Because we've seen him struggle and he's had talent before. Now he has even more talent. Will he still be good? What do you think about that, Entertainah?
Do I think Dak Prescott will be good this year? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be good. I mean,
he still hasn't gotten that contract. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
I think he'll be good. There's no reason to think he won't be. I mean, like you said, he's got more weapons than anyone in the league.
Yeah.
He's got a strong offensive line. He brings in a guy that has had success in terms of being an offensive-minded coach. Yeah, I think Dak Prescott will be good.
I like this question. 3 breakout players for the Giants. Evan Ingram, if you stay healthy, you will definitely be a breakout player if you could stay healthy. I really think that he could be. I think it's the 2 other ones. Let's think here. Breakout. Guess breakout from like Saquon could technically be a breakout because he had 1,000. I think he's going to do more than that this year if he stays healthy as well. And I really think Slayton could be the 3rd breakout person for us. A lot of people I like on the offensive side. What do you think about the 3 breakout players for the Giants?
I wouldn't call Saquon a breakout because he already broke out. I know what you're saying, though. He's more of a bounce back.
Yeah, bounce back, I guess. This
breakout, I'm going to go Lorenzo Carter. I'm going to go Will Hernandez. And I'm going to go Darius Slayton.
Okay, Slayton. Yeah, so we agree on that one, too. Yeah, so there you go.
Yes, please buy me a Sicilian chat. I would appreciate that. I am a little tired, but I'm good, though.
Best-looking player on the Giants. Looking player. Oh, my God.
You going to answer that?
Daniel Jones. Always the quarterback.
You're into DJ, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What are you entertaining?
Saquon. You see that guy's quads? Saquon.
I always side with the quarterback. Which Giant would you want to? All right, that's the same kind of question. Which Giant I would want to go on a date with any of them, okay?
Didn't you just say you wanted to go on a date with Daniel Jones?
I said it's a possibility.
So you would possibly go on a date with Daniel Jones?
Sure. If he's buying. I get free dinner there.
Wow.
We're going to go out somewhere nice, though, Entertainah.
Interesting.
Barkley is the best-looking player, Alex says. Just hands down. Doesn't even have any questions. Yep, Barkley.
Yeah.
Odell's not on the Giants, though. Andy Garcia.
He still says he is. He's obsessed with him.
Still a Giant in my heart. Okay, Entertainah, let me tell you this. I really liked Odell when we first got him. But when he started, partying with Justin Bieber, when he started doing that, that's when I was like off the train. And I was willing to trade. A lot of people were upset with that trade. And if you look back, I have a video on this, Entertainah. I thought that trade was good and that we won that trade. And now looking at it, especially after working with DeAndre Hopkins and everything that's been going on, I think we did. What do you think?
Giants crushed in that trade.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Giants crushed in that trade. There's no doubt about it.
I was joking, Christian. I'm not a homo. I was joking.
Amir, I'll be on for another 10 minutes. Then I got to get some sleep. I'm exhausted.
No, I understand, Entertainah, and let me tell you this. I really appreciate you coming on today. I really do.
I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, and the fact that you told me 10 minutes, I like the courtesy of that as well. I agree with Chris. His calves are unhuman.
What?
So I say Quan's calves.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that became this discussion. So
Bigger
let me
Mike has asked you the same
question that's not Giants related.
Yeah, go. Give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes of non-Giants. I talk enough Giants on you.
Okay, we talked enough Giants. Right? So this is just personal here, right?
Whoa.
When COVID is over, right? Because right now all the restaurants are closed, right?
Right.
Do you see yourself going back into the city, back into Stouts or something like that?
When I go to why not?
And will we have that legendary Stouts meeting that we were supposed to have last year, but we never could schedule it?
Why not?
Also, are you going to a Giants game this year? And can I come? Because I would love to actually go this time, because last year I couldn't go at all.
No, you can't come.
Oh, damn it.
No. No, but I don't even know if they're going to allow people in the stadium. So.
I mean, if hypothetically speaking, if they do.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely, if things are back to normal, I'm definitely going to at least one Giant game this year.
You know, I was supposed to go to a Giants game last year, but I was supposed to go with the girl, and she canceled. And this was the Redskins game, and I have proof of it. I have a ticket, but I didn't end up going, and I was so...
Yeah, I'm not questioning you. You don't got to show me proof.
No,
I believe you.
Saying, I'm so mad that I didn't go now because of all this situation that happened. Because
what happened with you and the girl?
Well, the thing was, we had this ticket, we bought it, and then one of her friends was getting married that day, and she
wait. Let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
You bought a ticket for you and a girl.
Yeah, I bought it way in advance.
Way in advance.
Yes.
And then the day of the game, she was getting married?
No. She wasn't getting married. She was going to a friend's wedding.
Right. She was getting married to a friend.
Like a cousin's wedding. She was going to her.
She got married to her cousin?
No. She was going to her cousin's wedding. That's what
I'm just kidding with you. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
But who gets married on a Sunday?
A lot of people do because it's cheaper, apparently. That's what she was telling me. I don't know.
Interesting.
Is your roommate out the closet? No. What the hell? What are you talking about? There are no closets. They're not in any closets. Amir got played. Yeah, Brandon. I already told Brandon this story, so he knows. Simp. What the heck, girl? Yeah, but I didn't want to go. Okay, Entertainah. Would you go to the game by yourself if you had to?
Yeah. If I was going to meet people there, why wouldn't I?
No.
I did go to the game by myself.
No, I mean entirely by yourself. Nobody there that you know. Nobody you're meeting up with. Just by yourself.
I mean, if I bought the tickets, I would. Yeah.
I guess. I just ended up selling them back.
I guess if I could sell them, I'd probably sell them. Watch the game on TV.
I got a full refund, and I stayed at home.
Oh, I would have done that.
Because I didn't want to go by myself entirely. It was like really last minute that she told me to, which really pissed me off.
Yeah.
So I couldn't say, hey, friend, you want to go? Because everybody's busy with shit. I hit up some people, but nobody was able to go. I should have hit up Entertainah. We could have went. Redskins. It was good seats. Free ticket. You would go.
Definitely would have won.
Yeah.
What are you going to
do? Right? You never know. That's the thing. But I kind of wish I did go because it was like nice weather that day. Because remember, we played the Redskins in September last year. And also the fact because now it's, because of this situation, really pissing me off that I didn't go to that game.
Yeah.
No, it's not fucked up because I've been to an NFL game. So it's not like it was my first game and I missed it. It's just last year I didn't get to go any game because of that. Yeah, what were you saying, Tina?
We won that game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's another great. Why do you think I bought tickets to a Redskins game?
Yeah, that was one of only 4 games we won, 2 of which were against the Redskins.
That's why I say we own the Redskins. But Chuck Sharks doesn't believe that anyway.
Michael Grant says, Amir, you could have just went to the front of the stadium and asked who wanted to go.
Yeah, but they also don't a lot of people also think this, Entertainah. The stadium is in New Jersey, so it would take me a while to get there.
Right.
And I don't have a car, so I'd have to take public transportation.
Well, yeah, but the train goes right there.
Yeah, I would have to take the subway to the New Jersey Transit.
What are you in Queens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subway to the transit, and
I haven't decided where I'm moving. I'm probably gonna move to Queens or Brooklyn. I haven't decided yet.
You're moving back?
Not for a while. Probably in like 4 or 5 months, but yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I mean, if you move back to Queens or Brooklyn, be even closer. Because I'm in Queens, but I live right next to Brooklyn as well. I live next to Bushwick. So.
Oh, Bushwick. Yeah. My sister used to live there.
What do you mean I can't run a stream, Brendan? You're not making sense. Chris is secretly signaling he's being held hostage. Oh shit! Let Chris sleep.
No. I'm not being held hostage. I'm having a good time with Amir.
Call it a day, critic. No, I will let him go whenever he said. He said 10 minutes. I don't even think the 10 minutes is up yet.
Yeah. No, I'll call it a night in 5 minutes. I'm having a good time with Amir.
Yeah, man. Like this is something that was in the works for years. No, actually, like a year. But yeah,
5 years. 5 years.
Yeah, Entertainah. I've been so busy with this channel that, like, you know, I haven't been able to come to your streams as often. It's not anything like I don't have anything against you, obviously. It's just because I've been trying to grow my channel and grinding as I've been streaming almost every day. So especially during COVID, it's easy.
Well, that's why I'm not in your channel, so I understand. I didn't want
you to think what happened to Amir. What happened to that guy? He's never here.
I make 3 videos a day. I'm live like 3 days a week. So
right. So you get it. You get it. Okay.
I mean, I do so much on YouTube that I want to have time off of YouTube. So that's why I don't go into people's streams because I'm always on YouTube.
And I wish I had known you had a membership thing. I mean, I joined it last month, but I had no idea until last month that you had one. Because I know Bad Dog had one, and I've been a member for Bad Dog for about a year. So.
Well, I appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
No, I know. But I like doing that for people, especially, like I said, my YouTube channel was created because you were actually the first sports streamer that I was watching. So
I appreciate it.
And then Bad Dog, you two together.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, and Sports Fury. So
and we got to get you to 1K.
Yeah, we're so close, guys. If you have not, please hit the subscribe for me. Also, if you're not subscribed to Entertainah, I did put his channel link in the description. So subscribe to him as well.
I appreciate that.
But I never said Chris owes anybody anything, Chad. I never said that. I never thought he owed me this. I just really wanted him on this stream. That's all.
So you need another 266 subscribers.
Wait, how many did we get today?
Well, it says you have 734.
Oh, okay. I thought
how many did you have last?
That's how much I had before the stream started. 734.
I just refreshed it. Let me see how many you got now.
Yeah.
You've got. Oh wow. You've only got 500 now.
Oh damn! How did I lose 200 something?
You lost 234 subscribers. I must have been doing a really bad job.
That must be terrible.
Jeez.
No, but you know what's funny? Entertainment.
Well, you're halfway there.
Yeah. No.
What's up, Scott? What's going on, man?
People think that, like, you know, I want these big time YouTubers because I want subscribers. But the honest truth is, Entertainah, I love talking to you guys. I love talking to you. I love talking to Josh from Sports Fury. I love talking to Philly 500. I love talking to everybody, you know. And I that's just how it is. It's nothing about, you know, oh yeah, I can use Entertainah for subs. That is not what it is at all.
No, I know. You would use.
Amir says he wants to go on the Giants roundtable. That's what Chad said, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we kind of got to set guys there, but you know, maybe one day, you know, we'll.
I always say, if there's room for me, and you guys have room for me, I would love to join. That's all I say.
Yeah, you got it, man. You got it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad Scott popped in. I love Scott. One of my OGs.
Yes.
He's awesome. Love Scott. But Amir, man, I had an absolute blast.
Yeah, me too, man.
You don't got to end the stream. You keep going it, but I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna get some water. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. You got any shows for me to watch?
Yes. Money Heist is a great show.
I watched that. It was fantastic.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
Yeah, I saw the whole show.
Ozark.
I haven't started watching that. What else?
Yeah, Ozark's a really good show. Trying to think. What is another show that I really like? You ever seen Narcos?
I've never seen Narcos.
Narcos is really good. It's about Pablo Escobar and how he came. Yeah, how he came into power and the cocaine and all that kind of stuff. It's a really good show. You should watch it. If you're into that. I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff.
I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look.
I think you would enjoy it, but Ozark for sure. You definitely got to watch Ozark. Mindhunter is another great show. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I saw Uncut Gems, Brandon. It was great.
Great movie. Uncut Gems is great.
You know what we got to do? We got to stream a basketball game once the playoffs come back on.
Yes, I'm down.
We'll do one of those. Well, I'll come on here. We'll stream a basketball game.
That sounds perfect, especially since the Magic are in the playoffs.
I'll have you react while I do the play-by-play.
Sounds amazing, Entertainah. I would love that.
All right, Amir. I am gonna get some sleep.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate everybody for being here. And keep doing what you do, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. So I'll definitely see you next time you're live. Definitely stop by, and I can't thank you enough for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we could do this more often.
If you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give Amir a little thumbs up. Cheers. All right, have a good night, guys.
See ya. Entertainah, thank you. All right, now it's just me. I don't know how many of you guys care about just me right now. Please hit the like and subscribe for my channel as well as Critic. Can you eat? Oh my God. All right. Wow. You guys are really mean over here, telling people to shut up and let him go. He let him go. I let him go. I don't know what's wrong with that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here too, because apparently only people care about is Entertainah. Well, some of the people that are watching now only care about Entertainah. If you care about this channel as well, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment below, all that good stuff. See you around the bend. See you in the next live stream. See you in the videos. And thank you, Entertainah, for coming on. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment. Peace. Out.